Hi, it's Legionero back with another video. I would like to say welcome to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and everyone who keeps coming back each time I post a new video. So now there's this new trend that's going on, decorated journal pages. Some people are calling them luxury journal pages. It just depends on what all you're putting on the page and how you're decorating the page. I've seen someone, they did waiting to exhale theme journal pages. Um, so just basically you're decorating journal pages, making them all fancy. It just depends on you and your style and what you like to have on your journal pages. There's a couple of different ways to do this. I'm going to use Canva, but I'll also show you a way how to do a line journal page in Microsoft Word because I know everybody doesn't have Canva and everybody also does not have Canva Pro. Um, so I'll show you a way that you can, in Word, that you can do some of these journal pages as well. So in Canva, I'll start out, you do custom size and then make sure you change your units to inches and it's 8.5 by 11 and create new design. Now, these are line journal pages, but if you are not a line journal page person, um, I I like dot grid pages, and I like to decorate dot grid pages with different elements. And I have these. Let me see if I can pull them up real quick for you. I have these pages. They are 8.5 by 11. Um, and I decorate them just how like I would decorate my planner. So different. I made these in Canva. So I just take different elements and I decorate um, planner pages. 8.5 by 11. You can do different sizes, but I feel like 8.5 and by 11 is just easier to do. Um, but yeah, I have these different journal pages. These are on my website as a package. Um, where I just decorated these pages and you can just print them out, print them in color, hole punch them, and put them in a notebook or a planner, right? I always link my shop below. Um, but that is another alternative as well if you're not a line journal page person. So we got our 8.5 by 11 template right here. You can search templates and you can search notebook paper, and it will give you a lot of different options of different line notebook pages. Um, you can choose one of these templates. You hit apply all three, how many ever they have, and it goes over here to your page. Now, this one in particular has graph grid. I think this is dot grid. It's hard to see. Yeah, this is dot grid, and this is line. So you have those options in Canva. You can click here if you don't want that there. You can delete that out, right? You can put different quotes here at the top of the page if you want to, if you like this style, or you can actually create your own line pages. So I'm going to undo all of this, right, and get back to a blank page. If you want to create your own line pages, you just get your 8.5 by 11 custom size template, and then you want to come over here to elements and you want to grab a line. Um, Up here's your menu here. If you click the stroke style, you can choose whether you want dotted lines or just a straight line. You can also choose your stroke weight. So if 4 is too thick for you, you can take it down to smaller or larger, however you want to do it. So I'm going to see if I can get it. Well, I'll leave it at 3. Um, I'm just going to bring this up. And you see that Canva, it puts a border around the page. I like to kind of use that border and follow that border. So here with your line selected, you can just hit duplicate until you get the lines that you want. Also bring the line over, bring the line over um, so it's across the page. And then you can just hit duplicate and then get as many lines as you want on your page. So I'm going to go for I'm going to start out and go for about 22. All right, so I got my 22 lines here. So now I'm just going to grab this last line and I'm going to bring it down so that it lines up, um, with the border here. Then I'm going to click and drag to highlight all of the lines. I'm going to go up here to position. I'm going to first try to tidy up to see if that will just get it where I need it to be. All right, so tidy up, you put all the lines together, and then I can just drag these over, right? And now I got my line page, my line journal page, right? So it's that easy to make a line journal page in Canva. You can also make a line journal page in Microsoft Word, um, save it as a PDF and upload it to Canva, right? I'll show you how to do that real quick, right? So if you're in Microsoft Word and you hit blank document, it will open up a blank document for you. And I'm going to go ahead and change my line spacing here to double space, right? And what you would do, you will hold down shift on your computer and then press the minus sign. And it will do the lines for you. It'll take a few minutes, but you'll get a line journal page eventually. Um, the cool thing about Word, you can do this in other in Canva as well. Like here, let's say I want to stop my line there because the element that I want to put on the page, the element that I want to put on my page, I don't want it to have lines through it. If that keeps happening, this little menu here, this little screen tip here, undo borderline, and it'll stop doing that for you. Um, let's say I don't want to see stop automatically creating borderline. My fault, right? Um, so let's just say that I want to put an element here, but I don't want the lines to show through my element. You can stop your lines here and just have a plain blank spot here, and whatever element you want to put on your page, you can put on it. But that's a way that you can make a line journal page in Word. You can do File, Save As, right? And here, Save As Type, you would save it as a PDF, and then you would upload that PDF to Canva, right? So if we're back in Canva, I would do uploads, upload files. I will go to my documents, find wherever you save the document. It's a PDF. I will hit open and it will open up here in Canva, right? Um, so you have to click designs to see your PDFs. All right. So we got our line journal page, right? So now we got to figure out what all we're going to put on our journal page. If you want some quotes, you can go over to ChatGPT or whatever AI software that you use. Please give me 10 quotes on knowing knowing your worth, right? So whatever type of quotes you want to put on your journal page, you can come to ChatGPT and ask it to give you 10 quotes. It's giving me some quotes here, right? And then you can copy and paste some of these quotes over to your journal page. So I'm just going to grab one, come over here. I'm going to go to text and I'm going to paste the quote in here, right? So we got our quote here. We can make it smaller. We can change the font. If you're doing what people are doing and, like they're calling it luxury quotes, you can find, a font that's, um, something like that, like a fancy quote, a fancy font is what I'm trying to say. Right? And then trying to, there we go. And you can bring it down here to the bottom of your page. You can bring it to the top of your page, wherever you want to put this quote. You can shrink it down if you want it smaller, right? So now, you can also put a background on this, right? So let's say you want, let's try gold glitter. Let's go to elements. See if we can find some gold glitter. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Um, I don't really use Canva elements like that. I like to make my own stuff in AI and bring it over to Canva um, because I'm not familiar with all the terms and conditions and different things with Canva. So I just try to avoid it altogether. Anything I do in Canva, I try to do it from scratch using my own elements. But definitely feel free to use Canva elements, but just make sure that you are reading the terms and conditions because I know some things you can use, some things you are not supposed to use, right? So I'm just going to take this and put it here, right? Now take that, stretch it out the length of my page, and then you go to position and hit to back, right? So now you can see your lines again. But now I'm going to go back to elements and grab a shape. And you don't want to cover the whole thing with the shape, just part of it, right? Bring your shape all the way down. You want to kind of make sure it's even all the way around because you want it to look good, right? And you can have like a border, however big or small you want that border. You can just have side borders. You can just have top borders, right? When you get that shape in the right spot, change the color of it to white. All right, and I do apologize. I need to change something I said. When we got the gold element and we went to position, I said hit to back, but hit backwards. Don't hit to back, hit backwards. But now that we got our white here, and if I said hit to back with the white, I apologize. Hit backwards, right? And now you got the journal page. It has a nice background on it. It has a quote on it. Last thing we're going to add to this is some artwork, right? And whether you use AI or you buy from someone or whatever it is you use, you find the artwork that you want to put on here. And we're going to add that, and that will be the last step. All right, so now we're going to put our final element on the page here. Um, Again, and I cannot stress this enough, please read Canva's terms and conditions on what you if you're using it for personal use, I believe it's fine. But if you are a person that are trying to sell certain things, please read Canva's terms of use before you sell anything. Because I know it's something about the elements free versus pro. I don't know what it is. I do apologize again because like I said, when I make things in Canva, I try to do as much from scratch as I possibly can instead of using different Canva elements. Um, and um, I try to, make my AI art and everything, and then, upload it and bring it over to Canva if it's something that I'm selling. Even art that you're buying from artists, whether it's on Etsy, whether it's Creative Fabrica, still read everything because I have run into things on Creative Fabrica where the artist has put a disclaimer saying what you can and can't do with their art, even though Creative Fabrica says is, print on demand use and commercial use and all of that. So that's why I invest in different AI. These things that I'm scrolling down that you're seeing, I did most of these things in Artistly. Um, so anyway, I just like to really, really stress that because you just never, never know. All right, so let's find an element that we want to put on here. I'm going to grab her, right? I'm going to do the background remover. That is a pro feature here in Canva. Background remover. And, you make her whatever size you want to make her. You can keep her like this, but most people are making the image a little bit more transparent so it looks like it kind of meshes within the page, right? So here with your picture selected, you just go here to transparency and you just move the transparency up and down however you want it. I'm just going to go down to 50% or as close to 50% as I can get. You can type in this box as well, right? So now I have a what can be considered to be a luxury journal page. All right. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. But definitely give this a try. It's real easy, real straightforward. It's a beautiful page. I'm sure people would buy this. Um, yeah. So let me know what you think in the comments. Also, don't forget to check out, if you're interested, the dot grid decorated pages over on my store as well. This is a pack of 10 different elements. And since the holidays are coming up, I have one for spooky season. It's fall, y'all, and 'tis the season. All right. Thank you again for coming along with me. Um, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I post a new video. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.